In it, she shows herself being objectified by men and imagines her revenge.
They're working, because here I am. I usually will say some affirmations. I'll start my day with
Throwing himself at the mercy of God and the community, hoping that he can get back in the good graces of...
Yeah, I literally just got ready today. That's all.
No, and it was so chill.
That's all we had to do today was get ready.
This every couple years, and I always forget. I think it's 8:52 in the morning.
Had the Catholic Church responding, saying they were absolutely appalled by this, and the whole thing.
Controversy feathers Sabrina's artistic expression. Sabrina Carpenter finds herself in the midst of controversy surrounding her music video for Feather. The visual, released last month, sparked criticism after it was filmed both inside and outside a church in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The controversy escalated when a Catholic bishop denounced the video, and reports emerged that a Catholic priest faced consequences for allowing the church to be used as a filming location. In response to the backlash, Carpenter addressed the situation in a recent interview with Variety. She confirmed that proper approval had been obtained before filming in the church, and in a playful manner, cheekily referenced her own name by saying, "We got approval in advance and Jesus was a carpenter." The controversy around the Feather music video highlights the challenges artists face when using religious spaces in their creative works. Religious institutions and their followers often hold such spaces sacred, and any use that is perceived as disrespectful or inappropriate can lead to swift condemnation. The involvement of a Catholic bishop and the reported repercussions faced by a priest indicate the seriousness with which the Catholic Church views the matter. The church is not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of reverence for many, and any perceived disrespect within its confines can evoke strong reactions. The intersection of art and religious spaces has been a source of contention throughout history. Artists, musicians, and filmmakers often seek to push boundaries and challenge societal norms, but this can clash with the sacred nature of religious spaces. The use of churches, mosques, temples, or synagogues in artistic expressions requires a delicate balance between creative freedom and respect for religious sentiments. Carpenter's acknowledgement of obtaining approval in advance suggests a level of diligence in navigating the complexities of using a religious space for artistic purposes. However, the controversy surrounding the video raises questions about the broader responsibility of artists when it comes to engaging with religious themes and locations. In the interview, Carpenter's playful response may be an attempt to downplay the severity of the situation or to assert her creative agency in the face of criticism. Artists often find themselves caught between artistic expression and societal expectations, and addressing controversies with humor can be a way to deflect negative attention.
In it, she shows herself being objectified by men and imagines her revenge.
Oh my God, are you feeling excited or nervous or nervous excited or just straight anxious? Where are you on that spectrum?
they're working, because here I am. I usually will say some affirmations. I'll start my day with
Had the blessing of the Monsignor who runs this church. He gave them the green light to shoot here.
So I literally don't even remember who I would have even played.
Throwing himself at the mercy of God and the community, hoping that he can get back in the good graces of...
If any, were you most excited to see tonight?
It was Rihanna. I know she can't be here.
I know.
I know she's with child.
It's always Rihanna.
It's always Rihanna.
has been donated to a Catholic charity.
But then some years it's 11:52, because I don't remember. But
It's important to note that artistic expression is subjective, and what one person finds offensive, another may see as a legitimate form of creative exploration. While some may argue that artists should have the freedom to use religious spaces in their work without facing backlash, others may emphasize the need for sensitivity and respect, especially when dealing with places of worship. As Carpenter navigates the aftermath of the Feather video controversy, the incident serves as a reminder of the complexities inherent in the intersection of art, religion, and public reception. Whether artists intend to provoke or simply express themselves, the impact of their work on religious communities underscores the importance of thoughtful consideration and, when necessary, open dialogue between creators and those who may be affected by their art.
But why was it the hardest thing we've done all year?
True. We did the whole gilded thing and...
Totally.
I don't set an alarm, I just kind of wake up naturally. I have this skylight that comes in, forces me to wake up.
He said he had no idea, though, that it was going to turn out exactly as it did. Carpenter has more than 30 million Instagram followers.
But there's like throughout a few different episodes, like me just as like random guest.
So at least there is some upside to all of this. But right now, the priest is...
He slept great. I slept okay, but we're in this together. Morning.
The next day after the video dropped, the Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn issued a statement saying proper procedures around filming permission.
Voice impressions, what was it this morning, literally? I was going, oh, makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Feather church controversy. Sabrina Carpenter's music video for Feather has become the center of controversy, drawing criticism from the Catholic Church for filming in a historic church in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The visual, inspired by horror themes, showcases Carpenter in various scenes within the 19th century church, dancing around pews and the altar in a black tulle dress and veil. The video also includes darker elements, portraying Carpenter witnessing and committing acts of violence against men who engage in inappropriate behavior towards her. The controversy escalated when the Diocese of Brooklyn, represented by Bishop Robert Brennan, expressed dismay at the content filmed at the Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary Church. In a statement to the Catholic News Agency, the diocese stated that Bishop Brennan was appalled by the video and emphasized that the parish had failed to adhere to diocesan policies governing the filming on church property, which includes a review of scenes and scripts. One key aspect of the controversy revolves around the discrepancy between what was approved by the parish and what was ultimately portrayed in the music video. The parish informed the diocese that the production company responsible for the video, despite obtaining approval in advance, failed to accurately represent the video content. This discrepancy led to a breach of trust and adherence to established guidelines, resulting in the diocese expressing its disapproval of the video. The aftermath of the controversy involved disciplinary action within the church hierarchy. Bishop Brennan took decisive steps by relieving Monsignor Gigantiello of his administrative duties over the parish just days after the video's release. The removal of administrative responsibilities indicates the seriousness with which the Diocese of Brooklyn views the violation of established policies. In response to the criticism and controversy, Sabrina Carpenter addressed the situation in an interview with Variety. She confirmed that the production had obtained approval in advance to film at the church, emphasizing that the parish had given its consent. However, she also injected humor into her response by making a cheeky reference to her own name. We got approval in advance, and Jesus was a carpenter. Carpenter's lighthearted response indicates her attempt to downplay the controversy and dismiss any notion of wrongdoing on her part. By invoking a playful connection between her last name and the reference to Jesus as a carpenter, she adds a touch of humor to the situation. Nevertheless, the seriousness of the issue remains, as the Diocese of Brooklyn continues to address the breach of filming policies and the resultant disciplinary actions.
Where each of those men then dies, and ultimately she ends up pulling up to the front of this church in a pastel hearse, dances around.
Yeah, I literally just got ready today. Like, that's all.
No, but it was so chill.
That's all we had to do today was get ready.
Mine's to try to focus on what we have instead of what we don't have.
Her video on YouTube quickly blew up with 11 million hits.
Things that they would need, like a little girl like screaming or crying or random stuff that they use all the time. So I have no idea.
Had the Catholic Church responding saying they were absolutely appalled by this, and the whole thing.
By the son, which I love. We have a great relationship.
All the glamour, and I'm just so grateful. Like, everybody looks amazing, and
Totally.
this is my first time, so I'm peeing myself.
As the music video for Feather continues to garner attention, the controversy surrounding its filming in a Catholic church underscores the challenges artists face when pushing creative boundaries that may clash with religious institutions' sensitivities. It also raises questions about the responsibility of production companies to accurately represent video content and adhere to the agreed-upon terms when filming in sacred spaces. Monsignor's apology and investigation. The controversy surrounding Sabrina Carpenter's Feather music video, filmed partly in Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary Church in Brooklyn, took an unexpected turn when Monsignor Jamie Gigantiello, the pastor of the church, issued an apology through a letter shared on the church's Facebook page. Gigantiello acknowledged that he approved the project based on an online search of Carpenter's work, which did not raise any red flags at the time. The pastor explained that he conducted the online search in September after being approached by a crew to film the music video. He stated that his research did not reveal anything questionable about Carpenter, and as a result, he approved the project with the intention of fostering stronger connections with the creative artists in the community. According to the New York Times, Gigantiello was aware that there would be a funeral scene in the video, but the final version differed from what was initially presented to him. The pastor expressed that the actual content of the video was not in line with his expectations, indicating a discrepancy between the presented concept and the final execution. In response to the controversy, the Diocese of Brooklyn issued a statement expressing Bishop Robert Brennan's appall at what was filmed in the church.
Things that I'm grateful for. I think it's really important to train our...
Everybody here at this church in Williamsburg.
This every couple years, and I always forget. I think it's 8:52 in the morning.
Pastel coffins at the altar, wearing a black tulle dress, and
Life goes by so fast, and we look back and we go, oh, I had so much and I didn't even realize it in the moment. So
I'm trying to be observant and take everything in.
Yes.
Like, I'm feeling better now.
energetic oils that are supposed to like wake me up, essentially. So
appalled at the result. They then held a mass with a different pastor.
Trying to be more mindful, I think that's really important.
Let's go make some tea, actually. Let's do that first.
The statement highlighted that the parish failed to follow diocesan policy regarding filming on church property, which included reviewing scenes and scripts. The parish informed the diocese that the production company failed to accurately represent the video content, according to Catholic News Agency. As a consequence, Bishop Brennan relieved Monsignor Gigantiello of his administrative duties over the parish. The decision to remove him from his role came shortly after the video's release, indicating the seriousness with which the diocese regarded the situation. The church in Brooklyn has announced plans for a more thorough investigation into the approval process for filming on church property. This development suggests a commitment to preventing similar incidents in the future and ensuring that proper protocols are followed when considering requests for video shoots or other activities within the church premises. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.